The era of electric cars isn't coming, it's already here. Though they still make up a small portion of the new car market, EVs are where the action is when it comes to the exciting realms of vehicular development. But what about the supercar section, which is mostly occupied by the 1%ers of the world? Surely it will also have to get some kind of upgrade. Well, actually it is, and it seems it is quite cool too. One supercar will offer a recharging option whilst driving. Now that sounds awesome. What kind of car will it actually be? Well, we will be having a look into this future supercar in this video, so grab onto those seats. The cars of the future will be aesthetically radical in design, run on energy-efficient technologies, and will be super quick off the blocks. To be exact, the future of car design is anyone's guess. Autonomous driving technologies, all-electric powertrains, and changing consumer tastes all have the potential to define and redefine what a car looks like and is. That's what Hussein Al-Musavi and Marin Miftiou did with the Porsche Project 411 concept. The duo designed this supercar, which has been dubbed Project 411 for Italian prototyping company NCS, and it's a drastic departure from the marquee's current design language. It's a self-driving electric speedster that's lightning quick and quite unlike anything we've ever seen. Well, they add the quote of the famous Ferdinand Porsche, as he once said, "I couldn't find the sports car of my dreams, so I built it myself." Following in the footsteps of the pioneering Porsche founder, these artists have designed a next-gen 911 concept from their imagined future. In fact, Al-Musavi and Miftiou have even categorized it as a new class of vehicle, the luxury highway cruiser. Hypercars of today are cool, but reaching 400 kilometers an hour on a runway is pretty useless. The 411 is designed with a new primary scenario, creating a new class of vehicle, the luxury highway cruiser, said the designer. The Porsche 911 has become some sort of unicorn. It's an unreplicated, dreamlike beast. It's very different from the 911 we know today or Porsche's current design language, but it sticks to the idea of efficient styling rather than flair. There are no body cuts, for example, along the front. The 411 is a stylish supercar designed for an ambitious future, as well as the classic rides of the 50s and 60s, and it gives off serious Blade Runner vibes. You can see that aligning headlights with front wheels, including that smoothly wrapped bodywork. These little details are part of Porsche design DNA. The 411 is made for a world where autonomous driving is the norm, not the exception, allowing for a reduction in the heavy crash structures and safety systems required on modern vehicles. This allows for the heavily aero-focused lines and reduced battery size, resulting in less weight and better efficiency. Although autonomous, the concept is fitted with a steering wheel and pedals, suggesting that it could be driven with human input when needed. The designers also went the extra mile and envisioned the futuristic world in which the car resides. That is one where autonomous driving has been perfected, and high-powered beasts like the 411 can sprint down the highway at speeds in excess of 250 miles per hour, which is made possible by the aerodynamic design, thanks to the large air ducts on front and back, along with the adjustable rear wing. For maximum grip to keep the car sucked to the road, the air diffuser does the job. The concept envisions a not-so-distant future where, with the perfection of autonomous driving, some highways will allow higher speed limits in this mode. This gives business people and the like a viable alternative to flight, as well as a real reason for boasting about that exotic car, according to the designers. Another aspect that went through the rethinking process was the character of the modern supercar, exposing the dual nature of a sport/racing/fun vehicle. An ultra-fast autonomous cruiser, added the designers. To achieve that blistering speed, the 411 has been designed with aerodynamics in mind. Taking things further, the designers also envision a series of inductive charging strips underneath the tarmac to propel the car forward. This will eliminate the need to put huge electric batteries on board, thereby reducing the overall weight and improving dynamics at high speeds. It features large Venturi tunnels to channel air from the front to the back, along with an adjustable wing and a diffuser to suck the supercar to the tarmac. What's for certain is that this ride looks pretty spectacular. Up front, it combines a thin Formula One style nose with aggressively beefed up fenders and slim vertical headlamps. The car features vertically stacked headlights for minimal aerodynamic impact and a shrink-wrapped body style which also keeps drag to a minimum, while simultaneously looking freakishly cool. It doesn't feature a traditional bumper, but some air flows through vents sculpted in the area between the fenders and the body. The roof retains the rear section of the 911 Speedster with flying buttresses extending into the upper section. But the remainder of the roof is basically a big piece of glass that mimics the canopy of a jet fighter. The rear end is all about organic lines and aerodynamics. The roof descends smoothly towards the fascia, which is just a thin element made of transparent red taillights. These follow the shape of the fenders and the deck lid to form a very organic light bar. The rear features a taillight assembly that creates a tunnel of infinite light, which speaks to the all-electric future envisioned for this concept. Part of the car's appeal is the world the designers imagine it'll exist in. The car's fast speeds would only be achievable with an on-the-go inductive charging, which would require the tech inductive charging stripes built underneath the roads. This tech would allow the 411 to run on a much smaller battery and improve the vehicle's weight and driving dynamics. Inside, the concept features an encompassing cockpit that follows the curves and lines of the exterior design. While most modern Porsches are packed with screens and controls, the Project 411's cockpit comes with just a simple dash and a pair of seats. The interior follows smoothly and organically the curves and lines of the general design language. It lacks headroom, but that's by design, giving passengers ample legroom to enjoy the long autonomous motorway cruises. It's all about stretching out and enjoying the ride. The interior also features bands of light that create an intricate design on the dash and the seats. The cockpit is finished in a subtle white colorway with rose gold accents throughout. To top it off, the 411 also features Tron-like neon lights that activate at night. So, the entire cockpit will be covered in bands of light that create a stunning effect and ties the overall concept together. The interior appears as nearly a single unbroken surface, with the seats, console, and dash all blending into one another to envelop the driver and passenger. Porsche is planning on electrifying more of its models in the near future, so a 411 might not be too far off. Removing human error from the equation will allow safe cruising speeds of 200, 300, or even 400 plus kilometers an hour, giving business people and the like a viable alternative to flight as well as a real reason for boasting about that exotic car. These were the thoughts shared by the designers on the website. You cannot separate Porsche from racing, so Mausawi Studios also rendered a track-spec version of the 411. This variant is all about exposed carbon fiber and bright yellow accents, and it looks really cool without a roof. To allow for extreme efficiency, the original design of the P411 from mechanics to tires is all about smooth acceleration and straight-line efficiency. However, it will allow for a little stress and curves, adding some real fun in the driven mode. It's been a year since Porsche unveiled the Taycan, its first fully electric car, and it won't be the company's last. Porsche intends to electrify many more models in the future, and it looks like electric vehicles are the future. Pair that with the standalone technology and built-in inductive charging, and you've got a recipe for a whole new driving experience. Here ends our tour into future supercars that can recharge themselves while driving. Would you like to take it out for a spin? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to smash that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show us your support. See you in the next video.